From Lawndale High School, it's the CityTV Game of the Week. Welcome into the cage at Lawndale High School, where it's a crosstown rivalry between the two teams with 10 wins and a lot of turmoil.
Oh, a lot of turmoil, but things are starting to settle down for both programs. Again, new coaches, and new coaches bring change, and both schools are getting used to that. But we talked to both coaches, and they've got firm control of the program and their teams, and they're expecting a big game tonight.
Lawndale is hosting Leuzinger in a big crosstown rivalry game, and we saw two exciting games over the week last week, and one was overtime for the Lawndale Cardinals here against the game El Segundo, and then Leuzinger against South. They just didn't have the horses over for the Spartans.
No, they didn't, but it was a good game for both teams, and this is a nice non-league game. It'll be very competitive, and actually what it does both ways is that it amps up their aggressiveness for what they'll need the rest of the way in league. Lawndale and Leuzinger at 1 and 3 got some work to do in their league, in the Pioneer League. Lawndale at 2 and 2 in the Ocean.
And let's talk to Sebastian Spencer. He's going to be working on the visiting Leuzinger Olympians, and both of them are in the middle of the pack of their respective leagues. Is this going to be, for the coaches and the players, more of a rivalry game, you think? Of course it is. But then what about what they have to do the rest of the season?
Oh, well, it's a city rivalry, no doubt. But Coach Jones has been with the Leuzinger program for a while before he came back, and he said, this isn't a rivalry, we always win. So he's taking it something different as marks for the other side. But one thing about this Leuzinger team, the last 3 games that they played against the Torrance teams going 2-1. So they're looking to make things right here against this Lawndale team, as Will Bloomfield, the big man, they've been coming along nicely in the middle. Jones is going to bring him on, and Kevon Fair is another guy, and Terrell Williams, somebody who's been the most consistent Olympian thus far.
All right, and Kevon Fair is not going to be playing for the Olympians tonight. 2 other seniors are back. How is that going to change the complexion?
Well, actually, just a correction. Kayvon is playing, Crowder isn't playing.
That's right, I'm sorry. Damian Crowder's not playing.
He's not playing, so that's going to help them a whole lot to have that experience. But what was funny in terms of what Coach was telling us about the players, and that's there's so much smack talk going that some of the cheerleaders didn't show up because there might be a problem with the cheer squad. So if you got the cheerleaders getting into it, you can imagine what it's going to be like on the floor.
That's right, and also we're expecting a packed house, and Tamara Lotta's going to be watching the Lawndale Cardinals, and they're just finding themselves.
Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, they're just coming off a huge win in overtime. They beat El Segundo by 12 points, and they are looking to carry that energy over. Now, the coach did tell me, although Leuzinger has beat this team, he said they can hang with anybody, and he's looking to leave here tonight with the win. He said long as his team play defense and attack the rim, they will get the rim tonight, and he will leave here with the bragging rights.
All right, thank you very much, Tamara. But whatever the records are, whatever the teams are going through, it's a rivalry, and you know they got to be talking about it on the streets once this is over.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and we feel it right here, and we've been through this war with them a couple of times. And for these kids, this is some of their first time going through it, and you can already hear the electricity in the crowd. So it's going to be a great game tonight, Lou.
All right, the rosters and the tip-off is coming up next. The Olympians and the Cardinals on CityTV.
Hi, I'm Donnell Beverly from the University of Connecticut, home of the 2011 National Championship UConn Huskies basketball team, and your Leuzinger Olympians.
Beverly around the back, follow-away jumper, good, beautiful shot.
It wasn't too long ago I was playing basketball right here.
I just want to thank him for having me here. I'm honored to play here.
And the Huskies are the top dog in 2011.
Winning the NCAA championship has always been a goal of mine, but so is getting a great education that will last me a lifetime. You can achieve your goals too. All you have to do is work hard and dream hard, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
The starting lineups have already been started to be announced. The Leuzinger Olympians. Number 1, Terrell Williams, a 5'10 senior. And number 5, Christopher Williams, a 6-foot senior. Kevon Fair, number 11, a 6-foot senior. number 13, Tyler Ridley, and number 23, Damani Washington. The Olympians are coached by Arturo Jones. In his first year, he is 10-9. The Olympians are 10-9. They're 1-3, 5th place in the Pioneer, and they are 0-2 in the road. They've lost 1 in a row, actually 2 in a row, I believe. And now here's the hometown. Well, they're both hometowns. The home team, Lawndale Cardinals. First introduced is number 5, Tylon Lawrence, a senior forward. Next to be announced is number 2, Eric Willis. Next off the bench is number 12, Chris Murray, the forward quarterback, also another member of the football team, running back, and now forward, B.J. Perkins. And running the show is D.J. Gilmore. Actually, that's A.J. Gibson, pardon me, wearing number 4 tonight. And there you see.
He of 4 or 24.
That's right. Oh, sorry about that.
Hello?
Hello.
They're saying my mic isn't up or something. Is that here?
Is that this one? Is that you? Is that you?
Ooh.
Okay. How's
All
that
right.
better?
That's better to me. Is it better to the truck?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Tom Strickfaden and the 4-time Star Award-winning crew. Now
Soon
we're getting
to be 5th time.
That's right. So who are our officials tonight?
Didn't get them.
Oh.
I mean, we cut it so close, but first chance we get, we'll get it for you.
All right. Maybe one of our intrepid reporters can find out. Speaking of that, you notice somebody's in the house tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Former Leuzinger head coach and current head coach at Redondo Union High School, Reggie Morris. The legend, Reggie Morris.
That's right. Tyler Ridley wins the tip-off against Eric Willis, and we're underway. Thanks for joining us on City TV. And right over our shoulder, as a matter of fact, Rufus is sitting right in with the Spirit Squad. A turnover taken away from Ridley and blocked away by Ridley. And he gets the ball. Nice steal, though, by Gibson. Fair with it, our first chance to see him this year. 3-point shot by Washington, that won't go down. Rebound is off to Perkinson. And back come the Cardinals. Just underway. We saw Adrian Galera from the Leuzinger football team in the house. Perkinson's shot misses. Gibson with the rebound. Teardrop, little floater, won't fall for Chris Murray. Gets it back out to Willis. Willis puts it up. And
good call. Foul's going to go against Leuzinger. I believe it's going to go against Christopher Williams.
a nice shove by Williams, but the first free throw goes awry for Eric Willis. At any rate, the Olympians have 1 team foul. And 1 out of 2 for Eric Willis.
Wow.
So bringing it.
3-pointer put up and in by Kayvon Fair. And again, Leuzinger showing their full court pressure, and that leads to a turnover. Chris Murray on the defense, unable to get the basket, was Chris Williams for Leuzinger.
So taken by Tylon Lawrence, getting out. Gibson has it. Gibson for 3, a little bit long, and the rebound goes to the man on the spot, Ridley, Tyler Ridley, given to Williams. Now 3-point shot by Fair, rims out, and now racing in, putting up the shot is Williams, but the rebound comes down to Willis. Back comes B.J. Perkinson, had the ball tipped away by Williams. And now Gibson slows it down. Skipped across to Willis. Double teamed, and the ball was stolen away by Ridley.
I'm going to give Ridley credit for a block on that shot.
Okay. And let's give 2 points to Damani Washington. And it's 4-1. Rebound, or the layup is put up and in by Chris Murray. First field goal of the game. Washington puts it up and in. Right now, Rufus Leuzinger looks a little more comfortable out there.
Well, they're both running at breakneck pace right now on both ends, and responding for Lawndale is B.J. Perkinson. And of course, B.J. didn't play the other night because he was making one of his recruiting visits up to Sacramento State on the football side.
Okay.
And we mentioned about Coach Reggie Morris being here, and obviously he's here in support of his longtime assistant, Arturo Jones, head coach Arturo Jones, a very integral part of all of those successful Leuzinger teams and the Redondo team when the coach is over there.
Right, and so you said Reggie was in the house.
I'm sure somebody's going to find him. I know that either Tammy Latta or Sebastian Cut Spencer going to find him.
Okay, all right, if you say so. Ridley has it, now gets it to Fair to Williams, cuts through the defense, puts it up and in. Nice play by Chris Williams. It's the score 9-5, and B.J. Perkinson brings it across. B.J., wish him all the success in the world. He and Chris Murray are both going football only. Step back jumper by Murray, no. Rebounded down low by Willis, and a foul from behind by Tyler Ridley. Be the first on.
Well, the indication,
Or was
we
it
thought
on
it was
Damani?
Tyler. It looks like the indication I saw was Damani.
Yeah, you're right, I did see it too. Thought it was Tyler over the top, but Eric Willis misses the first one. Coming into the ball game is Anthony Hamilton for Leuzinger. Here's the replay. It looked like, no, that was short. And off to Terrell Williams. Still to me looked like it was Ridley's foul. Driving the baseline is Williams. It was blocked by Murray out of bounds to Leuzinger. They have 26 seconds left on the shot clock. You see the baseline there. Nice defense by Chris. Now down low in the high block to Washington. Picked up, bounced around, and taken by B.J. Perkinson. Breakout fast, but Leuzinger's back as well. Trying to use the glass. No. Willis with the rebound, puts it up. Did he travel, or was there a foul underneath?
See a foul underneath against Leuzinger.
I believe it's on number 5, and that's Christopher Williams. If it is, that would be his second by my count. Third team foul. And there you see Arturo Jones. Nice inbound pass to B.J. Perkinson. He has 4 points. Now it's a 2-point ball game, and coming in is Rodrigo Saldana for Christopher Williams. We will see Will Bloomfield tonight, but he didn't start because he didn't show up for practice for a good reason, though. And now a tie-up by Eric Willis and Tyler Ridley, and Ridley throws it out of bounds for a turnover. So we'll still see Will tonight. The thrill.
Well, Coach said it was for good reason. It must not have been a good enough reason.
Well, you know, he's just trying to set a discipline. Yeah, you can go ahead and go do what you want to do or what you have to do, but you're not going to start. So something wrong with the clock?
Yeah, I think he's told him to set it at 32, which they did.
So B.J. inbounds the ball, and falling down is Gibson. Nice pass from Perkinson to Murray, kind of returning the favor from the football field. 5 points for Murray. 9-all. Good defense by Perkinson and a timeout call as he was harassed and painted into a corner. And you see the defense right there. BJ's getting his hands in there. Saldana almost went backcourt. Goes in for the layup and puts it in. He was wide open, Rufus.
Right.
11-9. In the ball game now, DJ Gilmore for Lawndale. Perkinson hands it off to Zayd Dixon, also in the game. Zayd putting on a good show last Friday night.
Zayd tip of the hat award winner.
That's right.
Defending tip of the hat award winner.
Wild shot by BJ Perkinson, finds the bottom, and there's 6 points right there. 11-all. Washington trying to get it to go down the lane, but the ball had a mind of its own, and now we have a foul. I believe that's going to go on Zayd Dixon. Zayd's first personal, second team foul. Check that, first team foul. Ball is inbounded to Terrell Williams in the ball game for the first time for Leuzinger. 3-point shot by Washington, short. Rebound, that won't go in by Terrell Williams, and Chris Murray gets it. Gets it off to Gilmore. DJ coming down the middle, stops and pops from the free throw line. First lead of the game for Leuzinger at 2:28 of the first quarter. And a kicked ball, says one of the officials. So a new 35 seconds and the ball for Leuzinger. It went off of BJ's foot. 2:22 left to go in the first quarter. Inbounding the ball is Cameron Leckie. Leckie gets it to Terrell Williams, gets it back. 3-point shot put up by Fair. That will go down a little short, and probably a foul on Willis.
And boy, Damani Washington right up there on the rim. Almost had the put-back slam. And you're right, that foul looks like it will go against Eric Willis.
Damani Washington's first free throw is good. He has 5 points. Coming off is Leckie. Coming on is Christopher Williams for Arturo Jones and Leuzinger. Damani Washington's second free throw is good. So that's one aspect of the Olympians game that has to improve. Oh, DJ Gilmore almost made a spectacular shot. Now Washington from the elbow makes it.
And that's having a lot of confidence in your shot, Lou, when you take that shot with no defenders, no rebounders in place.
So Gilmore trying to tie it up, but gets it away. Williams gets it away. Now here comes Washington trying to go coast to coast with the left hand. No, tipped up, no by Williams. Rebound, yes, by Murray. He's on a 3-on-1. Gets it to Zayd. Tied up at 15. And now they're starting to warm up, Rufus, with 1:10 left to go. A block shot by Murray, but also some contact on Damani Washington. And he'll get 2 shots at the line.
And there are a couple of Cardinals there, and the foul's going to go against Murray. That'll be his first.
Third team foul. Damani Washington already 2 for 2 from the line. This is that one. Here comes Will Bloomfield for the Olympians, our player of the game on Friday night, or excuse me, Wednesday night. Had a terrific fourth quarter. Also coming on, Chikwaku Akupondu. Just a sophomore for Lawndale, and 1 out of 2 there. 7 points.
for Damani. And a 1-point lead as the ball's thrown away, turned over by Lawndale. Saldana gets it back from Williams. Now underneath to Washington, and sneaking in the back door, Damani Washington with 9 points.
Big first quarter for Damani to have 9 already.
Under a minute left to go. As a matter of fact, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Turnaround jumper is short by Akuandu. Now using all the clock, 27 seconds on the game clock, 2 seconds short, or ahead I should say, of the shot clock. Just holding the ball now is Christopher Williams in the 4 corners. Coming down to 10 seconds left, 7 seconds on the shot clock, 3 seconds on the shot clock, 5 seconds on the game clock, and a nice shot by Saldana at the last second. You heard the buzzer go off on the shot clock and now the game clock. And Saldana gives the Olympians a 20-15 lead. A nice 7-0 run to finish out the first quarter. We saw Rodrigo there.
Well, Lou, that was a very entertaining quarter. 35 points on the quarter. You do that times 4. You're looking at, between the two teams combined, 140-point night.
Well, we'll take that. Here's the pass over to, actually the ball got loose from Christopher Williams, and a nice reverse layup as the buzzer sounds on the shot clock. Rodrigo Saldana, a junior, averaging just over 4 points a game. And Zaid Dixon will inbound the ball for the Cardinals. Gets it back from Gibson with a 3-pointer just off the mark. Murray with the rebound. Gibson says he'll try. Gilmore, I should say, he'll try it. Gilmore with the 3-pointer. He has 5 points. And gets it within 2. Fair now back to Williams. Christopher Williams throws it right into the hands of Zaid Dixon. Turnover for Leuzinger. Dixon trying to go all the way, but he's fouled by Washington, and he'll get a chance for 2 at the line. So Washington, I believe that's his first.
By my count, that may be his
that's
second.
Right, second. There you see the steal right there. First one by Zaid is good. He has 3 points. And can tie the game up if he makes this free throw. Just off the mark. Rebounded by Leuzinger. Washington. Saldana for 3 from the corner, just off the mark. B.J. Perkinson with a quick outlet. Zaid Dixon wanted to get it to Akuandu, but just missed the opportunity. So Dixon raises for 3. Not enough air under that one.
And Akuandu is the cousin of Chimezi Mitu.
And we mentioned on Friday that Chimezi reach-in foul by Zaid Dixon. That'll be his second. That Mitu is doing pretty well for himself at USC and in the Pac-12. Had that breakout game against UCLA. Fair sits down. Ridley back in for Leuzinger. Washington gets the inbound from Saldana. Saldana wide open on the outside, but tried to get it inside to Bloomfield, and he loses it. Not a real good pass, and the shot taken by Perkinson. Rebound to Murray. He'll put it right back up, and Saldana comes down with it.
And Will set a screen on A.J. Gibson.
That was a wall.
That was an eclipse.
That was not a screen. That was a wall.
Right.
With no gate.
Exactly.
So sorry, sir, you're not going anywhere. But the ball is taken away by B.J. Perkinson. Perkinson gets it to Murray, and the two football buddies complete the fast break, and 7 points for Chris. Now, Lawndale with a 1-point lead, and they have a 6-point run of their own. See, Will reminds me of the offensive linemen of old,
right?
Where the numbers look like 8 fonts on their jersey.
Exactly. And that Lawndale run came in only 1:12 seconds. We ended the first at 20:15. Lawndale trailing by 5, and boy, very quickly. And that's been the ebb and flow of this game. As we watch the replay here, you see Perkinson with the lead pass to Chris Murray, and Murray lays it up off the glass to give Lawndale the lead here in the early going of the second quarter.
After a nice steal by A.J. Gibson. Arturo Jones trying to look mean, putting his coaching face on. We thought he was one of the students there before the game. .548 left to go in the first half. A 1-point Lawndale lead over Leuzinger. Glad you joined us on CityTV. Rivalry game as B.J. Perkinson was tripped up by Kevon Fair. And that's Kevon's first personal, 15 foul. Been a fairly quick game, Rufus. Inbounding the ball is Corey Robinson. First time we've seen him tonight. As Zay Dixon wants a screen, gets it from Akukwandu.
Good defensive posture by Ridley on the play.
Good save by Akukwandu after Ridley knocked it away. Dixon driving the baseline, gets some help from Willis. Now gets it out to Robinson. Making it rain! That's the way to come off the bench, Rufus.
Well, remember the big game Corey Robinson had the other night. Basket put up and in by Anthony Hamilton for Leuzinger.
That breaks the run. That breaks a 9-0 run. So 7-0 run put on the end of the quarter by Leuzinger, now a 9-0 run. So that foul is on Zay Dixon, number 1. His third personal,
okay,
15 foul.
We're in agreement. I was going to say, I was waiting to see what you said because by my count, I've got 3 against Zay. There's a lot of time left. I don't know if Coach Marks knows that. Looks like he does as he prepares for DJ Gilmore to come on. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Didn't see it, but I'm going to guess. Okay, there's the push off there. Yeah, no. That looks like it might be 4 on Zay.
And that also puts Lawndale out of fouls. Ridley with it. And gets it to Terrell Williams.
You know, a player has to know their foul situation, though, as that basket is scored by Terrell. Makes it 24-all.
Full court pressure, ball almost stolen by the Olympians. Now Gilmore falls down, but still gets it down. And oh, Willis had it blocked by Washington, trying to get it back. And the ball's put up too hard, and up high is Eric Willis for the rebound. Gibson to Robinson. Oh!
Robinson with a move.
Those are pretty to watch. Washington says, look at this. Yeah, it's a little too long. Here comes Chris Murray. Murray back to Robinson. Again, a hat trick. Corey Robinson, 3 threes in a row, 9 points off the bench, 29-24. You just got to catch your breath.
Exactly.
When that ball's arcing high in the air. Here comes Ridley, is blocked. And that foul's going to go on Chris Murray, his second personal, 7th team foul. So this is a 2-shot foul anyway for Ridley. No points yet, and no points still. So Leuzinger's woes from the free throw line continue. So Chris Murray comes out of the ball game with 2 fouls. Ty Lawrence, no, it's not Ty Lawrence. The ball is blocked away, and the rebound is put up back and in by Anthony Hamilton with 4 points. So he gets the 2 anyway. Almost thrown away by Ridley. Here's a 3-on-0. Oh, wow. Gilmore almost lost it, so now they have to reset.
Right, and the mishandle cost him an easy basket. Let's see if he can make it. And he does with a triple.
He has 2 threes. Coming in is Terrell Williams with the left-hander. Whew. We're going to have to catch our breath anyway. DJ for another 3, a little long. Rebound is tapped out. Gibson gets the rebound. Are they going to do one-upmanship? Let's hope not. Have a loose ball foul underneath. Who are we going to go on here?
Well, it looks like the 13 is Tyler Ridley.
Yeah, he was boxing out using his arm to swipe away Eric Willis. Now, by our numbers, that's his first. And now Leuzinger's out of fouls with 2:28 left to go in the first half. DJ Gilmore with it. Gilmore trying to get rid of Terrell Williams, trying to go up and under, but can't go around Christopher Williams, who stops and can't get around B.J. Perkinson. Not too many people can. Oh!
Takes it to the rim. Contact, no foul. Very different game being officiated tonight than it was the other night. Whoa.
Christopher Williams goes baseline, but he's fouled going up with a shot by Lawndale, and A.J. Gibson, his first personal. 8th team foul.
But it's a 2-shot foul because he was going to the rim.
And a timeout on the floor called by Leuzinger.
It's been a while since we had one of those.
Yeah. With 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go. Well, heck, even the Cardinals showed up tonight. Also the band, but yeah. Yeah, we heard from a very good source that Leuzinger's Cheer Squad, Spirit Squad, was uninvited. Hell hath no fury. Like
what
a
do you
Spirit
call
Squad.
that in social media? Defriending or unfriending? Or
On and on your face, my book, Insta Rufus. So it's been back and forth, but Leuzinger has made, I checked that, Lawndale, 1, 2, 3, 4 straight 3-pointers. There's Corey Robinson with 3 in a row. 3-pointers, that is. So going to the line to shoot 2. Christopher Williams with 2 points. Yep, from our understanding, as the first one misses, is that the Leuzinger and Lawndale cheer squads were supposed to have a cheer off.
right.
And then it ended up being a mouth off, as Arturo Jones in his Olympian colored flannel shirt. Christopher Williams makes the second, he has 3. 3-point ball game. B.J. Perkinson puts it up, won't go down. Rebound is off, taken by Damani Washington. Washington to Christopher Williams. He's headed off at the pass. Now Terrell Williams with it. Terrell takes it down and
wow. Terrell got bailed out at the bottom line.
Foul is on A.J. Gibson. That's his second. 9th team foul with 1:34 left. So not a shooting foul, but a 1-and-1 situation for Terrell Williams. Doesn't make the first one.
32-29 with a minute and a half left here. Lawndale holding serve at home so far.
Gilmore with it. Got it. Excuse me. To Willis. Now B.J. Perkinson with a 3. That clanks off left side. Ridley with the rebound.
Ridley looking for a ball handler, brings it up himself.
With 1 minute left, he just might shoot it himself.
Still looking for a ball handler.
And Damani Washington isn't.
Yep.
They're all down low. Christopher Williams with it. Now gets it to Terrell. Terrell slashes into the wing and a player control foul. Charging.
Player control foul called against Terrell Williams.
For B.J. Perkinson. Felt right at home, thank you very much, getting knocked down. 39 seconds left, 34 seconds left on the shot clock now. Gilmore has the ball batted away by Washington and an easy layup for Terrell Williams with now 6 points. And now it's a 1-point game. Eric Willis too hard off the glass and the rebound goes to Washington with 17 seconds left. And the shot clock should be dark.
And believe it or not, Leuzinger has an opportunity to go into the locker room with the lead, but the lead has gone back and forth throughout this whole first half.
3 seconds, somebody better get a shot off. 1 second.
And it's good!
Terrell Williams with a 3. Cool as a cucumber. To end the quarter with a 3 and a 2-point lead going into the locker room. Wow. That lead evaporated quick, Rufus.
It sure did. It sure did as Leuzinger scores 14 points in the quarter. They were actually outscored. As we take another look at that shot put up from distance by Terrell Williams, nothing but net, and that sends Leuzinger to the locker room with a 2-point lead at 34-32 here at the Nest, home of the Lawndale Cardinals.
All right, let's see if we have any guests coming out. Yes, we do. We're going to have a guest in just a moment, but in the meantime, let's watch the Lawndale Spirit Squad. All right.
Here, Coach Marks, what a great first half. You were on the bench jumping up and down for Jordan. Can you take us back to that first half?
Yeah, you know, it was a great half. They played great, hit big shots. Cord came in, hit timely shots for us. We got to be smarter with the ball. Make sure we do what we do best.
How are you guys able to keep the momentum of this game, keep the energy going?
That's how they play. We got football players who play basketball. It's a beautiful thing to watch. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
What does your team need to do to carry this energy over to the second half?
We got to start taking a little bit better shots, take care of the ball, and just do what we do on defense, and everything should be okay.
All right, Coach. Thanks and good luck. All right, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Tamara. And Coach Marks looks pretty happy right now.
Well, he looks pretty happy. He's not as happy as he would like because he's down by 2. But if you didn't know, if you close your eyes, you'd think from the line of questioning he was up by 10.
That's true. Well, that's going to end the first half. Why don't we take a timeout? and come back with the second half of play right after this.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Back here at the cage, it's rivalry night between Leuzinger and Lawndale, and it's a seesaw battle, a rock'em sock'em robot battle. And for more, let's go to Sebastian.
Hey guys, I got a chance to talk to Coach Jones coming out of the locker, and he said we just need to cut down on letting them get those offensive rebounds. And another thing he talked about was getting stops on the defensive end. He said we know they're not going to shoot like that in the second half. They practically made every shot. If we can practice or get rid of our defensive stops and make sure they stop the offensive rebounding, we could be right back in this game. And he also said that he wanted Kevon to be a little bit more aggressive going into the second half. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Sebastian. So what did you think of this back and forth battle?
Well, I thought it was an entertaining first half, Lou. Boy, just when you thought Lawndale was going to put them away, you got to give Leuzinger a lot of credit. They kept their composure and came back. Leuzinger had taken the early lead. Lawndale certainly did the same thing at the end of the first quarter. So virtually an even game after a half.
And we're underway in the third quarter. Glad you joined us on City TV, along with Sebastian Spencer and Tamara Latta and Cynthia, Rufus Washington, and the terrific City TV crew. Christopher Williams, three-pointer, barely hit iron, and now it's being scrambled for, and it's going to go to Lawndale after Ridley stepped out of bounds. You see it right there. The hand is out of bounds, now the ball is out of bounds. So Gilmore gets across the line and steps on the sideline after being forced out and double teamed. But we're going to have a foul first.
That foul looks like it's going to go against Damani Washington based on the replay. Great replay warrant, which is really helping us because it's hard to see the indication from the official as to who the foul is on.
Great defense by Washington, steals the ball. Here comes Fair, and he was pushed while he was in the air by Eric Willis.
Good clean play by Willis, though. Made a play on the ball. Contact wasn't excessive.
Second personal foul and first team foul. First one clanks long for Kevon. Just underway here in the third quarter, about 46 seconds into it. Makes the second. And that's only Kevon's third point of the ball game, Rufus. Gilmore gets it out to Gibson from the top of the key for three. No, rebound is taken by Ridley. Boy, he is already a good player. He's going to be something special. Wild down the lane, and Terrell Williams gets it over to Chris. Come on, Chris gets it. Now Ridley has it. His shot was blocked by Willis. Put up by Murray after it got loose a little bit, but he puts it back in. 9 points for Chris.
And that makes it a one-point ball game again at 34-35.
Kevon back to Damani Washington. Fair over to Ridley. Being guarded by Chris Murray. Tough matchup. Hands are up, but Christopher Williams gets the shot up, but won't go down. Ridley with it. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow faces Lawndale. So good tie-up as Ridley comes and takes a seat.
And I got to say, Ridley was just starting to get some rhythm. Had a couple of good stretches right there.
Anthony Hamilton comes in. Along the baseline is Willis. A little bit of a wild shot. Fall away. Missed everything. Rebound is passed over to Washington. Ball was tipped by Perkinson, and he gets it back over to Gibson. Gibson from the right elbow. Off the glass.
Off the glass, yes.
That's only his first bucket of the game. And now Lawndale with the lead again at 36-35. And these fans here, they were worn out by the first half.
And Gibson averages 10 per game on the season, so you can expect him to have a bit of a scoring explosion anytime now.
Washington left wide open and makes a three from the top of the key. He had 9 points in the first quarter, and that's his first since then. Gives them back the lead, them being Leuzinger at 38-36. BJ with a nice crossover, but the ball sails out of bounds. It was tipped out of bounds by an Olympian paw. There's Damani Washington and Eric Willis.
You know, he and Eric Willis are very similar in physical stature and very similar in their styles of play. Football players seemingly playing basketball. I don't know that Damani played football, but we know that Eric Willis did. That basket put up in, and we know that B.J. Perkinson played.
Oh, yeah. 8 points for B.J. Good to have him back, and ties the ball game back up. Washington double team, goes baseline, trying to get it up and under on the reverse layup, stays in bound. Saldana with the three, no. Washington somehow gets the rebound, has the ball blocked and snatched out of the air by Gilmore. Where did he come from?
Right.
4:15 left to go in the third quarter. Trying to break the tie. Perkinson, BJ trying to get around Hamilton, does, but the shot is short. Rebound to Williams, being harassed by Gilmore. Now Saldana gives it to Fair, wide open, long, tipped to Murray. Murray, baseball pass, nice spiral to BJ.
Nice reverse layup by B.J. Perkinson.
Sure was. How about that quick release by Chris Murray? Ball is tipped by Perkinson, gets it. BJ trying to go all the way, nope, gets it to Gibson. Pull up off the glass, no. Rebound, yes. Gilmore with the rebound. He has 10.
And now all of a sudden it's a 42-38 game.
Only one free, and Devon Fair with another three.
And that doesn't last long. And Coach Arturo Jones calls a timeout after Devon Fair's three-point shot.
So Washington and Fair with three-pointers in this corner for Leuzinger. And a 1-point lead for Lawndale. So Coach Jones not happy about something. Very passionate though. On the other end, Lawndale trying to keep the positive momentum going.
Well, the momentum swings, I mean, it's swinging with every possession.
It sure seems like it, doesn't it? So the ball will be inbounded by Lawndale and Chris Murray. Zay Dixon gets double teamed right away, pirouettes out of it. Coming down the left side, now goes baseline, gets it back out to Willis. Willis, fall away jumper, no, rebound is off to Washington. Washington had to pull it up because he was being harassed by Dixon and Gibson.
And Dixon has to be careful because he has the 4 fouls.
They break the zone defense, and that one in and out and in for Terrell Williams. 11 points for Terrell, stolen by Washington.
Let's see who's going to give the foul on. Looks like Chris Murray. Okay, the trail official picked that one up, calls it on Chris Murray.
And by my count, that's his third personal. Second team foul. Ball is inbounded. Williams gets it to Murray, or check that, Washington. Now Murray has it. Good thing they're wearing different colored shirts.
Right.
Gilmore trying to get around Ridley, does, but is poked away by Fair.
It's a good call on Ridley. The foul's going to go against Ridley on the play for blocking.
Now Ridley talking to the official like, what'd I do? So Tyler with his second personal.
Well, the smaller guys, first of all, they're a height mismatch. Boy, and that's going to be a foul called against Chris Williams. That's his third now.
And fourth team foul. Corey Robinson coming in. Hasn't rained enough tonight.
You know, Corey reminds you of Vinny and Microwave Johnson. Because he's instant offense.
He sure is. Ball is stolen away from Murray. And Terrell Williams with 13 points as Chris Murray did the smart thing and just let him score. And then Zay Dixon comes back and lays it in on the other end. He has 5. And it's a 1-point ball game. Coming out of the ball game, or in the ball game, I should say, is Akukwandu. There you see the setup before the game starts here. Back in motion, Gibson. His shot won't go down. Bounce pass. Washington with a slam dunk. 2-point ball game now for Leuzinger. Actually, 3-point ball game. As the ball is stolen away by Washington again, Zay Dixon blocks the pass, goes out of bounds. It'll still be Leuzinger ball. How about Damani Washington? Off of the steal, getting that slam dunk. So the seesaw goes the other way. And Akukwandu trying to get the rebound, but Ridley steals it right out of his hands. And a foul by Akukwandu.
Let's see if he was in the act of shooting. No, they're going to say ball out of bounds on the end line. A lot of action inside as you take a look at it. Okay, so he called that foul on Akukwandu early in Ridley's possession.
That's Chihuahua's first personal. Washington gets it back. Skipped across to Fair. He'll rise up for 3. In. So now Zaid puts it up. That won't go down, but
fouled on the play. Looks like they're giving a foul to, wow, Damani Washington, number 23. If so, that's his 4th.
Right. So Zay Dixon going to the line to shoot 2.
And I think if you're Coach Jones, you'll want to, you know, get him out. Well, he's staying out on the floor with the 4 fouls. Well, I sure hope somebody has told him, because he has no margin for error, that's for sure.
So it's a 5-point ball game. 6 points for Dixon, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Akukwandu. Should be Leuzinger ball, it is.
I got to believe that they don't know that that's 4 fouls on Damani Washington, because for my money, there's no way I'd have him on the floor at this stage of the game, under a minute left in the quarter, when you've got to protect your leading scorer tonight so far and at least have him available in the fourth.
That's right, a good defensive play by Akokwandu, blocking the shot out of bounds by Tyler Ridley. Now Kevon Fair has it, skips it over to Washington. Now gets it into Ridley. Ridley over to Lecky, and he makes the two-point shot, his first bucket of the game. Robinson fumbled it. He wanted to go for three. Shot off the glass. No. Rebound is taken by Ridley. Wow, and Akokwandu fighting for it. Right. Fast break opportunity. Here comes Leuzinger. Terrell Williams. Sleight of hand for 15 points. And back comes Gibson, and that's a three-point foul by Washington.
Who's the foul going to be on? And if that's on Washington, that's 23.
That may be 5. I mean, our numbers might be wrong, but let's see.
Well, if we look right at the table, they're going to tell the official in just a moment. Table is saying that's 4 on him, so we were 1 ahead.
So Gibson has 1 free throw. Okay, so we were 1 up on that. And 2 free throws made by AJ. So 4 personal on, oh, that's right, here comes the third one. And misses that one, goes out of bounds. So that ends the third quarter of play, and it's a 7-point Leuzinger lead. Well, the seesaw going back and forth, huh?
And the last 2 free throws were made by, 2 of the 3 were made by home.
AJ Gibson. And let's go to Cynthia.
It has been an amazing start to the second half. The Lawndale Cardinals and the Leuzinger Olympians are here to fight for a win. Either one team will take the win home. The crowd is pumped. The players are pumped. Anyone can be the winner tonight, but only one will take it. We have to see to wait. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Cynthia. So Leuzinger wins that quarter 20-15. And there's the Spirit Squad. So let's see, we've got 4 fouls on Damani Washington, 3 on Christopher Williams, 4 fouls, we believe, on Zay Dixon, and 3 fouls on Chris Murray.
Well, even with the 3, I still would have taken him, I had him off the floor. And you got to think that, I mean, that's a part of the role of an assistant, is to know that type of information and convey it to the head coach.
And there are a lot of assistants for Leuzinger. Greg Anderson, Patrick Cleveland, Michael Matthew, and Edward White. Fair gets it back from Williams. Zone defense employed by the Cardinals all night, and a steal by B.J. Perkinson. And he puts it up and in. He has a dozen, Rufus. And it's a 5-point game. Terrell Williams skipping through and gets it tipped out of bounds. Who did it go off of? It went off of a Cardinal feather.
Well, it went off of B.J. B.J. couldn't control it. He got a hand on it and nearly stripped it, but just couldn't keep it. You'll see here on the replay where he has it and it comes out of his hand. Otherwise, he would have been off to the races the other way.
26 seconds left on the Leuzinger shot clock. Just underway, about 44 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. Out of the ball game is Gibson, Gilmore in. Hard to beat the last 3 games we've had on City TV as Kevon Fair almost made that shot, just a little short. Ridley trying to put the rebound up. Chris Murray says BJ bounce pass to Robinson, and he fumbles it out of bounds.
And that would have been a big basket because it would have brought him to within 3, And Robinson says to BJ, my fault, man. I should have had that one.
Chris Williams has it. Over to Terrell Williams. Fair gets it back. Chris Williams has it. Wanted to jump stop. Almost
wow,
a travel.
That was almost a travel.
And a baseline floater. No. Ridley gets it back. Terrell Williams.
Another travel.
There's a travel
Another
there.
travel, yeah.
His time was winding down on the shot clock. Good defense by Gilmore to make him stop in mid-dribble and pick it up. Dixon with it. Over to Murray. Murray almost loses it again.
Wow.
Ooh, got away with that pass. Robinson with an air ball. But it's kept in bounds by Dixon. Ridley has it. Kept it in bounds, and now Leuzinger has it. And a timeout. Ridley was a little bit slow getting back. It's an official timeout.
Boy, yeah, I wish you could see it. Apparently, Ridley was in some form of distress that the official would stop the game. Of course, he stopped it on the Leuzinger possession, which is what they typically do to give Ridley an opportunity to get out of the game.
So he sits down, Saldana in. Saldana getting the ball. Now Lecky with it, clanks off the iron with 5:45 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Lots of basketball time, and it's only a 5-point game.
Dixon puts in the floater.
Put it up and in. And I thought Dixon might have been fouled on the play.
He has 8 points on the night. Makes it a 3-point game, a one-possession game with 4:25 left to go in the fourth quarter.
So Lawndale on a little 4-0 run to start this quarter.
Saldana for three, got it.
Big basket.
And that's 7 points for Rodrigo. Saldana breaks the little run, but it's stolen away. Murray, blocking foul, and one.
Woo. Wow. And Kayvon Fair did all that he could. Boy, if we could see that on the replay.
Here it comes. Here comes Murray. Yep, he was moving just a bit. Barely got those dancing shoes down on the ground, but in the eyes of the official, he was still on the move. So Fair with his second personal, 7th team foul, shooting foul anyway for Chris Murray. Well, actually, it's an and one, right?
And one.
So he has 11, make it 12.
So back to a 3-point ball game. Every time you think Leuzinger just now with a 6-point and it's cut in half on one trip.
Fair, nice move, but still passes it back to Williams. Ooh, sleight of hand there. Lecky is hammered down by Willis.
Wow. And for Eric Willis, he can afford it. That's only his 3rd foul.
This is what you call paying for your position. Christopher Williams going to the line with 3 points, 1 out of 2 from the line tonight. Big free throws. Makes the first one. So you think these kids have been working on their free throws lately? There's it again. Smack down. Arturo Jones watching intently. Short on that one. Murray with the rebound. But the Olympians, all 5, are back waiting for the attack by the Cardinals. 4:29 left in the fourth quarter. Dixon trying to get around Saldana, has the ball tipped away. Murray picks up the loose ball. Down to Gilmore. 3-pointer by Perkins. That's a little too long. Rebound is taken by Murray. Nice presence there. Trying to go back door, but the ball is tipped and stolen away. And here comes Terrell Williams with the lay-in. 17 points for Terrell. And Dixon makes the steal, or did he? A timeout call. 30-second timeout called by Lawndale. And Leuzinger saying it was a backcourt violation, but
I'm not sure I saw that. The ball was always in the backcourt.
No, that was Leuzinger calling for it. So
right.
You're trying to get, you never did that in your playing days, did you?
No. But my playing days were very brief. I'm not sure I ever had a chance to make that play.
Try to change an official's mind?
Right. No, but trust me, when I've got the stripes on, it happens all the time.
So the Lawndale Cardinals take the 30-second timeout. 3:59 into the fourth quarter, and trailing by 6. They'll have the ball, have a chance to cut that lead at the most in half. Gibson firing it up, won't go down. Rebound tipped by Willis. Willis has the ball. Somehow gets to Gibson. Here comes Dixon.
Great play by Zay Dixon to give it off to Eric Willis for the basket.
And that, Rufus, by my count, is only his first bucket of the game.
Well, that's the second one right there. So it's a 62-58 ball game. 3:19 left, fans. This one's going to go down to the wire.
Who made that last basket for Leuzinger? As Saldana reaching in.
Wow.
Are they going to call that a jump ball?
No. He's going to.
Well, 1-and-1, I see.
Right.
Saldana with the foul. Or no, they're going to call Kavon Fair for the foul.
Right.
His third personal, 8th team foul. That's why it's the 1-and-1. A.J. Gibson going to the line. He has 4 points, 2 out of 2 from the line. So do you know who made that last Leuzinger basket? Number 11, Kavon Fair. Okay, thank you. So he has 13.
This is a big free throw. The front end of a 1-and-1 is Lawndale just now.
Right, that was missed. Christopher Williams going through the defense. No. And now we have an offensive foul. Was that Williams?
It's going to be 2 shots. It's a blocking call. It's going to be called against number 4, A.J. Gibson. But once again, boy, that whistle was a little late. It was a while. It was certainly a delayed call. I think the official was going to split the difference and looking to see if it went. And it didn't, and that's when he gave him the foul. So Chris Williams sinks the first. Yeah, see, you can see him wait for the ball to come off. Wow. And now that foul is going to be on
BJ or Willis?
No, that's going to be on Willis.
So that's his 4th.
Still a lot of time left, only a 5-point game. I think it's time. Lawndale starting to lose just a bit of their composure. And really, you got to look at the clock, you got to look at the score and the time, and recognize that you still got plenty of time left in this ball game.
Okay. So timeout on the floor, 2:45. And Leuzinger with that timeout. And these Cardinals are hanging tough. B.J. Perkinson's presence after a night off for a football recruiting trip has come back and contributed 12 points.
Right, and when you look back now, haven't seen his game, because that would have been our first chance to see BJ. You see what a difference he would have made in the El Segundo game, a game that went to overtime. Probably would not have gotten that far had he been here. But it was a win nonetheless for his teammates, and I'm sure he's happy about that.
It's nice to know that the guys, underclassmen, can get it done. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, I think you better quit while you're ahead on that. Yeah.
So the ball will be inbounded by Leuzinger. Christopher Williams with the honors. Kevon Fair gets the inbound pass, and Lawndale goes into their 2-3 zone. That leaves Fair open for three. Wow. Kevon Fair now with 16 points.
Scored a basket, going to have a foul against Leuzinger.
So Chris Murray with the bucket.
And did they indicate that the foul was on Washington? That's 5. They got a long ride out of him, though. But that's Damani Washington's 5th foul. Chris Murray scores the basket, and he goes and he tries for his 2nd and 1 here in the 4th quarter.
So 2:29, Washington fouls out with 14 points. And the end one doesn't go down, but there's almost 2.
Eric Willis misses an absolute layup that would have made it a 4-point game.
And Christopher Williams didn't even see that pass coming from Fair. No look to BJ Perkinson. 14 points. And now it's a 4-point game.
Wow.
With 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Look at that no-look pass by Zay Dixon. Ball is inbounded. Oh, look out.
Wow.
It's a foul going to be on Murray.
I think that may have been the best tackle I've seen Chris Murray make in 4 years, man. You know.
Oh, now, come on.
And let's watch the replay. Whoa.
It is. That was a good one.
Oh,
so that's
boy.
bonus time. Well, at least Terrell Williams survived. It'll be the one-on-one for him. Gets the first one. So he has 8 points.
And that's always the hardest one for you fans. On a one-on-one, the front end is always the hardest.
Terrific camera work on that replay. And he makes them both. Perkinson will get 2 at the line. Or is that, yep, that's BJ.
And that's what you call drawing the contact. And that foul goes on Kevon Fair. And Kevon says, really?
Should be the other way around. BJ misses the first one. So now it's a tale of no free throws for the Cardinals. With 2:04 left in the 4th quarter, short on both. Willis with the rebound, puts it up, can't get that for the 2nd time. And Zay Dixon stepped on the sideline, the baseline. So it'll be out of bounds on the turnover to Leuzinger. Trying to put this one away. Chris Williams being double teamed, now Fair with it. Defense quick on him. Now Chris Williams trying to eat some time off the clock. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Lawndale sitting back in the zone for right now.
And 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. And did we have a loose ball foul on Kavon Fair? That might be his 5th.
Well, we don't. Whoa, okay.
There's a loose ball foul.
Yeah.
So that'll put Leuzinger in the double bonus.
Okay. They're indicating that it's 5 fouls. I don't see Fair coming off yet. And now he does.
Well, that's what you do. You don't go off until you call. Coming in is Lecky to replace him.
And if you're wondering, fans, why there are no free throws, that's a team control foul. An offensive foul against a team in possession does not result in free throws for the defense.
Zay Dixon, is he going to go for 3 or pass it off? He does pass it off to BJ. Gets it over to Murray. Underneath, nice pass. He can take
wow,
oh,
that's
Murray
3 layups
3 in a row
by Eric Willis.
You won't see that ever. Well, we just did.
Well, they didn't want to see it tonight for sure.
Foul underneath, a loose ball foul. Is that on number, or was that on Zaid?
If it's on Zaid, that's 5 on Zaid, and that's the indication from the table. I gotta say, I'm not quite sure at this point, Lou, why we're not seeing Corey Robinson. I don't even have any fouls on him. He's against the offense. That's a question I think that has to be asked.
And Corey Robinson, last time we were here, scored 17 points.
Right, and tonight he has what, 9?
First free throw is made by Christopher Williams. He has 6. We'll get another one.
Makes it a 7-point ball game.
So that's a 3-possession game now. And they hit the 70-point mark. 7 points for Christopher Williams.
Wow.
Here comes Mr. Robinson now.
Might be a little too late though, Lou. I got to be honest with you.
In the second quarter, Corey made 3 consecutive 3-pointers and hasn't been heard from since. Robinson has the ball. 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer by Robinson, just a little short. And Gilmore going for the rebound, goes out of bounds. It'll be Leuzinger ball.
Thought I saw something differently. Wow, you can see here, it looks like a Leuzinger hand may have been the last hand on it.
Terrell Williams gets the handle on it. Now Saldana with it. Under a minute left to go. And Terrell Williams is fouled by Gibson with 45.2 on the clock. Gibson's 4th, 9th team foul. Going up for the 1-and-1 is Terrell Williams with 9 points. 2 out of 2 from the line. Can't make the front end of it. So back in a hurry comes B.J. Perkins going all the way. And he's fouled going up.
Foul by Saldana.
That'll be his first. And B.J. looking to make amends for missing 3 layups and 2 free throws here in the quarter. Makes the first one. Now has 15 points. Trying to get it down to a 6-point, 2-possession game, and does.
Only problem now, clock isn't on your side. 40 seconds left.
Saldana with it. He's fouled. And they give that to Saldana, and that should be his 5th.
And I don't know whether they forgot about Corey Robinson or what, but
we've seen that happen before, but you wouldn't think so. But now the free throw doesn't count. Arturo Jones is saying, oh, wait a minute. So Tyler Wright checking in the ball game now.
So apparently that was Gibson's 5th foul.
Yep.
As well.
So that's why the free throw is no good. Now Arturo Jones is asking for an explanation.
And that was a function of the teamwork between the two officials just wasn't quite on point, but Saldano makes it a moot point as he converts again.
8 points for Rodrigo. 9.
And that may have just about put it out of reach at 64-72 with 30 seconds left.
Corey Robinson double teamed, so he couldn't get it off. Tyler Wright turns right into Rodrigo Saldana.
Whoa.
And that could be a technical.
And if you see Coach Jones getting all over him because Saldano, again, in the excitement of the moment, lost his composure, not understanding that that's not how you handle a situation. But it's that kind of game, it's that kind of emotion. And he's also one to keep a lid, not just on the emotion on the floor, Lou, but the emotion of the crowd.
So Saldana goes back to the line after being fouled by Tyler Wright. And he has 10 points.
And I hope our reporters are getting a sense of who their post-game interviews are going to be.
Rebound taken and won't go down for Hamilton. Rebound finally to Perkins and blocked away by Christopher Williams on the three-point try by Corey Robinson. Knocked it out of Mr. Robinson's neighborhood.
Well, he knew what was coming, so.
Coming down to 10 seconds left, and it's a B.J. Perkinson on the shot. Stolen again by B.J. puts it in. And that's going to end the ball game. 73-68. Leuzinger with the win. And a little crazy there at the end, but as you might expect, anything can happen here when these two teams play.
And right now, we only hope that good things happen.
I think it will. I don't think we'll see anything bad happen tonight.
Please do not come onto the floor. Exit the gym.
As the officials here are asking the students now to go off the floor.
I repeat, exit the gym. Please exit the gym. Do not come onto the floor.
Well, Lawndale wins the quarter 21-19 as the Lawndale band strikes. Arturo Jones congratulating not only his players but other people as well. So how do you think the game went?
Well, I thought the game went well. You know, it was well played. There's only one thing that we'll have a question about, and that's what happened to Corey Robinson in the fourth, that he didn't take the floor until there was like a minute left in the game, and they were down by 8, which was just a situation where it was too little, too late, if you ask me.
Well, absolutely. Just kind of disappeared, didn't he?
Well, he didn't disappear. He was forgotten about.
Right, exactly.
He was sitting on the bench. It was easy to find.
All right, well, we're adding up our scoring here and trying to find a couple of guests as well. So Sebastian Spencer getting Arturo Jones, and Arturo, kind of a weird game tonight, but let's go find out. Speaking of weird, let's go to Sebastian.
Channel 1 here in your first crosstown rivalry as the head coach. How did it feel, and how do you feel you guys played tonight?
It felt good to win. They wanted it more than anything, the kids. You know, they're friends. They know all these guys over here. and they came out here and competed, and they pulled out the game. Not exactly happy with the way we played. We haven't been offensive rebound. We haven't been rebounding the ball very well, and that was evident today. Again, and free throws is a lot better though. So I'll tip my hat off to that.
And I know you always talk about Damani and talk about how he's probably the best player, but sometimes the most inconsistent. And he seems he brought the game that you wanted him to bring all the time tonight. So talk about him and how he had an effect on the game.
He did, and he can have that effect on the game. He's big, he's physical, he can shoot the ball, he can drive the ball, he can pass the ball, he can rebound the ball, so he can do a lot. So it's just when he's locked in, he can play. He loses focus from time to time, and it messes up his game. And lately, he's been doing a lot of fouling. So it's probably like the third out of the last 4 or 5 games he's fouled out. So that's a problem also. He's learning, but definitely he's going to be a good player.
Also, you got Fair back, too, for these last couple of games, and he's been playing good as well. He's definitely a threat on the outside for you. Let's talk about what he means on the defensive end as well.
Defense, he's an athlete. He's one of the athletes I have to where we can press. He gets his hands on balls. He's one of the returning starters, and we need him to play. He's the only one with any varsity experience on this team. Everybody else, this is their first year playing varsity, so that's what he means to his team. He's the senior leadership. He's the returning varsity player. He knows what it takes to win. He knows what it takes to battle. So, yes, we definitely look for him to give us something every night.
Coach, good luck to you in the next upcoming games.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Sebastian Spencer, and we'll look for some more guests as the Lawndale Cardinals fall to 9-9, and the Leuzinger Olympians improve to 11-9. So both of these teams are pretty well matched up. Actually, I gotta correct that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And while we do our corrections and bookkeeping here, let's go out to center court.
Hi guys, I'm here with Terrell Williams. Terrell, talk about this game here today. I know you played Lawndale plenty of times, but tonight, was this game like the most intense game that you've played against this team?
Yeah, it was. Cause like the last 2 years they beat us, and we just had to come out here and make a statement that all that's over. We're gonna continue doing how we've been doing.
I know before the game, Lawndale coach told me whoever wins this game was going to have bragging rights. How do you feel? Do you feel like your team has the bragging rights now?
Yeah, because, they didn't beat us this year, so, easy W.
How do you carry over a win like this?
Just keep the same intensity that we had today and go game by game. Just keep applying the pressure and try to get these W's every day.
How were you guys able to come here in this gym in Lawndale's house and win this game tonight?
We just had to not pay attention to the crowd. We knew it was going to be loud and knew it was going to be packed in the tents, and we just played our game and not let them get the best of us.
You guys were pretty pumped up over here on the floor, on the sidelines. What were you guys saying to each other out there?
Just talking mess as usual, because we all friends. We all know each other.
What kind of mess?
Can't say.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem.
Back to you guys.
Sammy Lotta, don't be going in their mess. Don't want to go there. Okay, you stay out of their mess.
That's right.
Stay out of a man's mess. But the final score again, 73-68, and waiting on some of the Cardinals to come out and they hopefully be interviewed. And not a bad loss by the Cardinals at all, but some improvement, like you say, like Coach said. The free throws were improved tonight.
They definitely were, and it's one of those type of life situations where, somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose, and you hate, especially when you love both programs, and all three programs actually, but you got two playing against each other, and you hate to see
kids, we know the parents,
go.
know the coaches.
Exactly, but hey, you got to tip your hat to Leuzinger. I mean, they were the ones with the disadvantage having to travel across town. So let's go over to Cynthia.
Hi, Damani. So tell me how important was it for you to win this game tonight? I know this is one of the most anticipated games of tonight and of the week.
It was very relief that we got the win. This is all we wanted. They were talking some trash, but, we stayed disciplined and left it on the court and got a W.
How did you feel the crowds? They were supporting you guys. Did you feel the cheering? Did you feel the positivity? Did that affect you during the game? Did that make you push harder to make a win for tonight?
Yes, that does. I'm pretty sure it does for all of the teammates. But most importantly, we love to play for ourselves, and we love to play for ourselves.
You're a junior. Is it this your second year playing for varsity?
No. I played like a little bit of fall league, and then I moved on JV.
You did an excellent job, and I wish you the best for the next game.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Cynthia. 14 points for Damani Washington, fouled out in the third quarter, and was just his usual animal self out there.
Right. Yeah, as I mentioned, he and Eric Willis have such similar games, but Damani was a huge factor for Leuzinger, just as we had seen a couple of weeks ago when they played South. And, hey, he helped lead his team to victory. Had a couple of compadres with them that they pulled it out, but like I said, they came over here and did it. On the Lawndale side, boy, you can't discount the 3 layups that just did not go down for Eric Willis. All 3 of which, at the stages in which they occurred, would have been game changers.
Oh, absolutely. That would have given him a 1-point win.
Yeah, and it just didn't work out their way on their court, and that's the surprise.
Right.
You know, normally if you're on the visitors' court, you can kind of understand it, but when it's on your court and you can't get it to drop. But again, you know, both teams played very well, and as I said, here's the key about this, and I talked about this in the pregame, and that is the momentum that comes from the level of intensity in this game is easy to carry forward to the next game. So in that regard, I think they're both winners.
All right. While we're waiting for Lawndale to come back out here so we can interview some of them, why don't we take a timeout, because Rufus and I have to figure out who the player of the game is, and more importantly, who the tip of the hat winner is.
We'll
show
see.
the hat. Show what's up for grabs there. Show the feather. Show the feather. Show the feather side. There
This is
you
the
go.
first time, by the way.
Is it?
This is the maiden voyage for this hat today.
Look at that one. Okay.
This is another Bailey and another out of the Tino collection.
All right. Don't drool on it. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Donnell Beverly from the University of Connecticut, home of the 2011 National Championship Yukon Huskies basketball team, and your Leuzinger Olympians.
Beverly around the back, follow-away jumper. Good. Beautiful shot.
It wasn't too long ago that I was playing basketball right here.
I just want to thank him for having me here. I'm honored to play here.
And the Huskies are the top dog in 2011.
Winning the NCAA championship has always been a goal of mine, but so is getting a great education that will last me a lifetime. You can achieve your goals too. All you have to do is work hard and dream hard, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
Back here at the cage where Leuzinger takes care of the Cardinals, 73-68. Was that a Spirit we saw?
That was a Spirit. Whew.
I know he was
now
here.
He's gone.
Now he's gone. Should we tell?
We should.
No.
No.
I'm not going to tell.
All right.
Let's go out to center court.
Coach, I know before the game you said that you wanted to win this game very bad, but it came down to the wire. What did you tell your kids there in the locker room?
Hey, my team played hard. They did everything I asked of them, and put this loss on me because they stuck to the game plan and they did what they were supposed to do. I'm proud of my guys tonight. They fought hard for me.
Well, how do you, after a loss like this, how do you come back and get the momentum to going into the next game?
Well, we have no time to pout. We got to come back hard at practice. We got to work hard. We got a league game on Wednesday against a great Hawthorne team. Tip my cap to Leuzinger. They hit big shots. They did a great job tonight. And guys, sometimes that's the way it falls. And I'm going to do a better job with the game plan. Just give me what you gave me and we'll be okay.
Overall, were you pleased with your team's performance out here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we did miss some shots down the stretch, some free throws, but we got the looks we wanted. We could have done a little bit better job in the last shot of the quarter. Besides that, we're growing every day, and I'm going to develop a better game plan for the guys, and we'll be okay. We're going to be okay.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Tamara Latta, and Coach Mark's putting it on himself, and as a good coach does, and his team he got pretty much everything that he could out of his Cardinals tonight.
Well, he certainly did, and that was good. Like I say, they played a good game against a very good team. They just happened to be 5 points better. What we'll never know is what the difference may have been if Corey Robinson had been in the game for a longer stretch of that fourth quarter. Conversely, on the Leuzinger side, which is interesting, and we saw Will Bloomfield have a big game a couple of games ago. But one of the things that Coach Jones recognized that the pace of this game did not suit
Right.
Will Bloomfield's game. And so, folks, you only saw Will Bloomfield for just a couple of seconds in the first half, not because there's anything wrong in his game, but when you got an up-and-down racehorse game, that just is not going to play to his strength. Coach Jones recognized that, and he didn't get as much playing time tonight as you've seen him get in the past.
All right, now it's time for what everybody's been waiting for, the player of the game and the tip of the hat.
Yes, it is.
All right,
Hey.
for the player of the game, we're going to go with number 23 of Leuzinger, Damani Washington, even though he fouled out with 2:29 left in the fourth quarter, I should say. He had 14 points and was just a force on defense and offense, passing the ball and blocking the ball and being in the way. And so, Damani Washington, you are our player of the game.
All right. And for the tip of the hat, we'll go in the other direction, come over to the Lawndale side, and want to recognize the young man who also had a big game. We didn't get a chance to see him before, but we saw him tonight, and what a difference he made. I mean, he's a spark plug and an engine for this Lawndale Cardinal team, and you got a chance to see him, and that was none other than number 21, B.J. Perkinson. B.J., of course, a name you recognize also from the gridiron, and that's why he was away the last game, as we mentioned, making a recruiting trip. But, boy, he came back tonight and really gave his team all he had, and I think was single-handedly responsible for keeping them within striking distance at every turn when it looked like it might get away from him. So, BJ, congratulations to you. You are the Tip of the Hat Award winner. Congratulations.
And that's a beauty. And that is a beauty, that's for sure. You know, we got to get a clear hat box to keep that nice and clean and on display before the game or something. But before we do that, I want to tell you that that's going to do it here from the cage inside of Lawndale High School, where the Leuzinger Olympians played the Lawndale Cardinals in their rivalry game. And, you know, Arturo and Coach Marks, Patrick, were saying that it's not a rivalry game. It is a rivalry game. It's a rivalry.
It's a rivalry, like I say, the kids and the players said that. They all know each other, and they enjoyed the contest. Yeah, but this has gone back and forth. I mean, don't shed your tears for Lawndale. The last couple of years, they've gotten their licks in as well.
That's right. That's right. All right, so for Rufus Washington and Sebastian Spencer and Tamara Latza and Cynthia, and the four-time Star Award-winning crew led by Tom Strickfaden with the baton back there in the truck. I'm Lou Stowers telling you once again the final score from the cage. Leuzinger 73-68 over Lawndale. Until Lawndale at Hawthorne, so long.